Welcome to our channel, where we delve into the fascinating world of history and other interesting topics. In this episode, we explore one of the most devastating pandemics in human history, the Black Death. Join us as we take a journey through time to the 14th century, where the plague swept across Europe, leaving a trail of death and destruction in its wake. From the origins of the disease to its rapid spread and devastating impact on society, we'll uncover the harrowing details of this dark chapter in history. So, sit back, grab a drink, and prepare to learn about the plague like never before. During the 14th century, the Black Death, also known as the Bubonic Plague, swept across Europe, killing an estimated 25 million people, or 1/3 of the continent's population at the time. The plague was caused by the Yersinia pestis bacterium, which was transmitted to humans through flea bites from infected rats. The disease was so deadly that entire villages and towns were wiped out, leaving behind a trail of death and destruction. The origins of the Black Death are still a subject of debate among historians and scientists. Some believe that the disease originated in China or Central Asia, while others argue that it may have been brought to Europe by Mongol armies or traders. Whatever its origins, the Black Death quickly spread along trade routes and river systems, reaching the major ports and cities of Europe in a matter of months. The spread was facilitated by the presence of large populations of rats, which served as carriers of the disease. Fleas that lived on the rats were infected with the Yersinia pestis bacterium and would bite humans, transmitting the disease to them. The unsanitary conditions of medieval cities and towns, combined with the lack of knowledge about how the disease spread, made it difficult to control the outbreak. The symptoms of the Black Death were terrifying and unmistakable. Those who were infected would first experience a high fever, followed by the sudden onset of painful, swollen lymph nodes, or buboes. The buboes would often burst, releasing pus and blood, and many victims would die within a few days. Other symptoms included vomiting, diarrhea, and the appearance of dark, blackish patches on the skin, which gave the disease its name. Despite the severity of the disease, there was no known cure for the Black Death. Doctors of the time had little understanding of how the disease spread, and their treatments were often based on superstition and folklore. Many people turned to religion for comfort and salvation, but even the church was powerless to stop the spread of the disease. The impact of the Black Death on European society and culture was profound and long-lasting. The loss of 1/3 of the population had a significant impact on the economy, leading to labor shortages and a rise in wages. The disruption caused by the pandemic also led to social and political upheaval, with many people questioning the established order and seeking new forms of governance and organization. The Black Death also had a significant impact on art, literature, and religion. Artists of the time, such as Hieronymus Bosch, created works that were deeply influenced by the imagery of death and decay associated with the disease. Writers, such as Boccaccio in his Decameron, used the pandemic as a backdrop for their stories, exploring themes of mortality and human behavior in the face of disaster. The Black Death was a catastrophic event that left an indelible mark on European history and culture. It was a reminder of the fragility of human life and the power of disease to disrupt and destroy.